everyone. Welcome to Montgomery Sister Cities' multicultural and annual humanitarian event. My name is Alicia Hannon, and I'm on the board of directors for Montgomery Sister Cities. I will be one of your hosts this afternoon.
Hello everyone, my name is Makka Sagu. I'm a current student at Montgomery College, Tacoma Park, Silver Spring campus. I am the president of the Ethiopian Student Association Club here in the TPSS campus of Montgomery College, and I'm going to be one of your hosts today. We are very excited for today's event, and I hope everybody's excited too. So bring all the energy. And we have a lot in store for you guys, so I hope everybody's excited. And thank you for attending, but especially thank you to our sponsors, Sunlight to the Rescue and Montgomery College. Thank you so much. Please give a round of applause.
Board of Elections.
The Board of Elections also.
We're really happy that the Board of Elections are here as well. If you're looking to make a few dollars while giving back, make sure you stop by their table. Citizenship. Citizenship. Oh, did we miss a sponsor? Citizenship is a sponsor. Thank you very much. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry about that. So as I look around the room today, I see many different cultures represented, and it's really a great representation of Montgomery County. Montgomery County is a melting pot of cultures, religions, and communities that come together for the greater good. Montgomery Sister Cities was established in 2011 by our former county executive, Ike Leggett, when he signed the first agreement with Morazan, El Salvador. Since then, we have expanded partnerships to 4 more sister cities, including Gondar, Ethiopia, Xi'an, China, Hyderabad, India, and Daejeon, South Korea. These people-to-people partnerships that connect citizens across the globe through various programs that we support. So throughout today's program, you'll hear from each of those sister city chairs and how you can be involved. This event is also about humanity and peace. So as you look around, you'll see many inspirational quotes about humanity and peace. We hope that you'll add your own thoughts to the board in the back on what humanity and peace means to you. Montgomery Sister Cities is a champion of peace and humanity. So this multicultural humanitarian event is about bringing our community together, sharing our mission and showcasing our sister cities through food, performances, and activities. So our hope is that we all leave here together with a better understanding of each of the communities and the global citizens here today. Again, we welcome you all. We would like to introduce to the stage Dr. Ricky Garrett, the president of Sister City International, and Dr. Jean Bailey, the chair of Montgomery Sister Cities States, to say a few words. Please give her a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is such a pleasure to be here today. One of the wonderful things about an event like this is the opportunity for you to share with me what your programs are doing throughout the county. And it's an opportunity for me to share with you what we're doing in the Sister Cities International headquarters. One of the things that I have noticed in working with national and international organizations over the years is that sometimes national organizations become very insular They get wrapped up in their own world in DC, and they forget about all the cities and counties and states that make up their network, and they forget about all those volunteers on the ground across the country who are doing the work of their organization. And I want you to know that I believe that you are the heart and soul of Sister Cities International. You are the ones doing the great work of this organization. We do a lot of wonderful programming in DC, but it's those cities, towns, counties, and states around the country that are really doing the work of Sister Cities International. Years ago, I was the executive director of the Mississippi Nurses Association, and I used to tell people all the time, it's all about the nurses. It has nothing to do with the organization. It has to do with all those nurses around the state. And that is so true of any organization. And so I'm going to do everything in my power to connect with the local programs around the country. There is so much wonderful work going on. And one of the things I did when I first became the president and CEO of Sister Cities was to have all the calls into Sister Cities International forwarded to my cell phone. And at first I thought, this is just going to be overwhelming. But it has turned out to be such a blessing because I've had the opportunity to really connect with people all over the country that are doing the work of Sister Cities, whether it's the head of a program in Illinois who is trying her best to get better engagement in her community, or her board members more engaged with the organization, or whether it's someone in Texas who can't figure out if their dues have been paid, or need help with a humanitarian project that they're doing. I think it was Friday, I had a call from a gentleman who is the director of the St. Petersburg, Florida Sister Cities organization. And we started talking, and a few minutes into the call, he said, "Your accent is so familiar, do you mind telling me where you're from?" And I said, "I'm from Clinton, Mississippi." And he said, "Oh my gosh, I was born in Hattiesburg, Mississippi." He said, "I grew up in Nashville, but my father was a chaplain at the University of Southern Mississippi, which is where my sons had gotten their degrees." And then it turns out that his father had taught someone who was the president of the University of Southern Mississippi that I knew very well. And so we had a great conversation, and at the end of that phone call, he said, "I have never felt so connected to Sister Cities International for the past 20 years. That is what it's all about. It's about relationships. It's about connecting people to people. That's what this organization is all about, is connecting one person to another, one city to another." And I'd like to share with you very quickly some of the things that are happening at Sister Cities International. If you missed it, you missed a fabulous summer leadership meeting in Durham, North Carolina. We had leadership training, we had a board meeting, an annual meeting, and I don't think I've ever felt such electricity in a room as there was in that room that day, because everyone was so thrilled to get back together again in person. And so there was a lot of enthusiasm. There were trainings on how to start a sister cities, how to revive a dormant sister city, how to build an economic development partnership. So there was a lot of learning going on, but a lot of fun too. We got to tour Duke Gardens and have a wonderful reception there, and a ball game with the Durham Bulls. So I hope the next time we do one of these leadership meetings that you will come and participate in that. We have a leadership meeting here in DC coming up in October. And one thing I want you definitely to put on your calendar, and that is we are doing a 35-country All-America Summit in San Antonio, Texas, May 28th through 31st, that you do not want to miss. It is going to involve probably 500 people and 35 countries in San Antonio, Texas. This is our newest directory. Sister Cities has been waiting since 2019 for another copy of the printed version of the directory. It's online, but I'm going to leave you all with some copies of it. Thank you so much for welcoming me today.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Garrett, for providing a brief background of the Sister City International, its mission, and what it means to be a global citizen. Next, we would like to bring to the stage the council member, Lorianne Sales. Please give a round of applause.
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Moomin. So welcome everyone, and thank you so much for being here to celebrate the annual Sister Cities International Cultural Awareness Day. We have 5 sister cities, and hopefully you've made your way around the room to visit with each of our sister cities countries. We are so excited as a member of the County Council at Large to have this body that will help us deepen and strengthen our relationships and connections with our diverse communities. And I'm so proud of our former county executive, Ike Leckett's vision for starting this initiative, and for the current board members and the community who helps to keep this mission alive. These are all volunteers. I think we oftentimes forget to think about who helps all of this come together, who ensures that we are deepening our connections to the community and learning about all of the cultures that are represented in our county. And so as a council member at large and member of the Health and Human Services Committee and the Economic Development Committee, I was honored to join the Sister Cities and lead the Montgomery County delegation on a trip to South Africa. We just celebrated African Heritage Month at the council this past Tuesday. And what we've learned, if you are at all familiar with our global economy, if you're familiar with the BRIC initiative, it represents Brazil, Russia, India, and China. But they've expanded it to the BRICS to include South Africa. We are learning that we cannot rely on people coming to America and tapping into our ingenuity, the opportunities that are here. We have to go outside of our borders and tap into the future economy, the global economy, tap into the cultures and the learning styles that are all over the world and model those behaviors right here in Montgomery County. And so I want to ensure that we're not only learning about our cultures, but we're learning about opportunities to diversify our economy and build intergenerational wealth among the people who choose to make Montgomery County and the United States their home. Thank you for having us. And I would like to call all of the Sister Cities board members up for a proclamation on behalf of the County Council. And I believe my colleague, Councilmember Kate Stewart, who represents this district, is also here. If we can have all the Sister Cities, Montgomery County Sister Cities board members come together. And I see former delegate Ana Sol Gutierrez. Thank you for being here. And I have to recognize my friend and your Board of Education President, Carla Silvestri. She's at the Montgomery College table. So our immigrant community is well represented throughout Montgomery County at the local level, the government level, the nonprofit level. And I also see our county executive here. Good to see you, County Executive Elrich. All right. And today is Citizenship Day, and I believe Councilmember Kate Stewart is here. We're going to present this proclamation if you want to join us. Oh, and the leader of it all, Diane Vu, Director of the Office of Community Partnerships. Thank you so much for your leadership and keeping us all connected and engaged. So we will read this proclamation together. Whereas County Executive Ike Leggett established the Office of Community Partnerships in 2007 to strengthen connections between Montgomery County's diverse residents, nonprofit, and faith organizations by drawing on the resources of Sister Cities International to formalize one of his first initiatives. And
whereas Montgomery Sister Cities was established to connect Montgomery County to the world by fostering friendship and cooperation through educational, cultural, social, economic, humanitarian, and charitable exchanges between the people of Montgomery County and people from various nations around the world. And
whereas Montgomery Sister Cities hosts an annual multicultural humanitarian event that convenes performers, vendors, and representatives from all 5 sister cities. And
whereas Montgomery Sister Cities Multicultural Humanitarian Day highlights the contributions of Montgomery Sister Cities and their partnering El Salvadorian, Indian, Chinese, Ethiopian, and South Korean organizations in Montgomery County. And
whereas the celebration of Montgomery County's diversity features hands-on activities, international music, authentic food samples, lively dance performances, and
whereas Montgomery Sister City inspires communities to learn from different cultures so that we can continue to foster a welcoming and inclusive county for all to enjoy.
Now therefore be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland hereby proclaims Montgomery Sister Cities Multicultural Humanitarian Day as a significant occasion to highlight the rich tapestry that celebrates Montgomery County's diversity and fosters a community for everyone to live, work, play, and thrive. Presented on this 17th day of September in the year 2023 by Council members Kate Stewart and Lori Ann Sales and President Glass. Thank you.
Go down.
Over the side. Come on that side. Yes, yes. Come on that side.
All right.
You'll wait to pick. Awesome.
Right here.